Good morning. We are in Dover, Florida, and about to inspect this beautiful Tiffin Wayfarer 24 RW. Now, as you know, we're going to update you at noon and at the end of the day. We have no idea what we're going to find, and neither do you, so you'll want to stick around.
So here we go, 2023-24 RW. So this is your unit we're gonna inspect. There you go. Here's the steps again. The second time in the last 30 seconds that comes out, comes back in. Did we already find a problem? We just pulled up here. So this is what we're gonna be inspected today. Nice Gerard awning. There you go, the steps come out again. So we don't even need to comment that. That's in the report right there. So that's our first thing. We didn't do that on purpose, but let's just check it. It's probably going to do it again. Yeah, there must be something. Either the battery's low or something's going on. So quickly, I like this. This is a first for me. It's called a smart plug. And I've looked at this earlier. So instead of having this on your pedestal, this thing already gives you this little blue light. So that's a polarity check. That is cool. I've never seen this. This is a first for me. That is really nice. So it gives you, if you have a problem with your lines, if there's red on there, the power at the pedestal is not good. So everything's kind of nice. And I can see that it came from Colton. Everybody's seen Colton before. Where did I see that? Right down there. So that's Colton RV. So we're not at Colton, just saying. So you can see that they buy stuff, they trade stuff, and whenever they try to find stuff for their customer, they can pick them up elsewhere. So quick glimpse, I'm just looking in general if there's something major. Brand new unit, you can see it drove. There's a lot of bugs here. There's a lot of dirt on the wheels and stuff. And first thing also is a tire being down. So we'll go through all the system and see what we find. And maybe this is the perfect unit and it's gonna end up with no video. There goes the steps again. So we definitely have an issue with the steps. Whatever it is, I can't make it up unless somebody is living in there, some ghost or something. I don't know. We'll see. So let's get it on. We'll start working and we'll recap at lunchtime.
It's lunchtime. Guess who does that? We stopped for lunch, and I just got to tell you what I found today. So far, not a lot, but let's start right here. So right here between these two vents, quite a few dirty fingerprints. Granted, I mean, hey, why should they have to wash it? It's a brand new unit. So right here, I went up here first thing this morning because so many times I find moisture up in the cap. I didn't find moisture, but we do probably have a child that used a nice red crayon here. I don't know, and maybe a black one over there. So a little cleaning to be done. I have done all of the dinette. When I take the dinette table down, it's extremely loose. Like, okay, I can show it to you here, but once it folds down, it's really loose. It's missing a screw down there. So that's one thing. But there's no rips, tears in the leather at all whatsoever. And then here we have the Murphy bed. Really cool feature. I think that traveling along, this is a great option. Took that all down. The bedding's all in there. There's nothing wrong with the beds at all whatsoever. Everything is really soft, plush, cushy. The only other thing is that we have a lot of, it looks to me like grease, and it's all along here. So probably something that was on someone's boots, and that's what I found. The other thing, I did my electrical, and I have 3 ground faults. So I have this one here. I have another one up here and behind the TV as well. So all 3 of those receptacles definitely have a ground fault. So we'll just see. I've got water to do. I've got my refrigerator. So at the end of the day, I'll let you know what I find.
All right, lunchtime. Come on up. So here's what we got. So the first thing, it's not the first thing, but one of the things, I'm going to go in circle around this camper, but it'd be nice if that door would be easier to open. Just a detail, but don't worry, you're picking up your unit right away, so everything works fine. You're not going to be here more than 2 or 3 days, just saying. So here's a detail, but little screws are all popping up, all in the frame. Come up here, come up here, come up here, come up here. There's some all over the place, so that's Go figure why, I don't know, but that needs to be addressed. Refrigerator, 12 volt, that's what we got for unit. In the back of this unit, there's a camera that came with it, and somebody added another camera. Well, no wonder, because the one on top is already cracked. So there's crack to be sealed up there. I talked about the smart play. The biggest problem I have in this, there's a bathroom in the back of this. So here's the window for the back bathroom, and there's a duct for the heat. And even if it's blowing, there's no heat coming out of there. So the front heater works fine, but the one in the bathroom doesn't give heat. So you were leaving within the hour when you picked this up. Water, I still have an issue here that I'm trying to figure out. It's about this when the AC run, and I was just asking Dominic, which they're not familiar with this Tiffin, but this model might have a pipe from the AC that comes and drains down there. So that's the issue. That I've seen water. I stopped the AC for lunch and I said, we'll see how it turns out. But so far, I think that's what it would be, because a lot of newer rigs, they do that. So that's about it. Those are the notes that I took. I'm now doing the mechanic part. I did the fluid, but now I'm going under the unit to see if everything is staying together, if it's still a unit that is drivable.
So we're here with Jimmy and Kui, and they are possibly purchasing this unit that we just inspected. Are you guys excited?
Yes, I'm excited, and they did a really good job.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
If you enjoy our videos, we would love it if you'd hit subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and also leave us a comment. If you don't know what to say, just put C4BO, comment for Blue Ox.
All right, so you thought you were going right away. You really thought, yeah, I'm coming here and I'm leaving. Well, hey, listen, you can leave, it's fine. I mean, just take it and go. They'll tell you anyway, oh, it's under warranty, just come back later. So that's the dream that everybody has. I'm gonna show up to the dealer, I'm gonna hook it up, and I'm leaving for the weekend. That ain't happening. So brand new unit, so that's just the door, that's nothing. But that's fine, you can leave, go spend your weekend. Well, maybe not. See, the problem I have with this is right here, I've got one tire. On the inside, I got another tire. It's called an inside tire on the dually. Well, actually, when you roll, you need both of them to have the air at the right level. That's flat tire inside. That's first thing Laurel saw this morning when she walked. She's starting to be like me. So she says, hey, isn't that tire down? Well, yeah, because the inside tire is flat. Oh, but you're leaving for the weekend right away. Then we have to go with the generator, because now we get a test. You remember there was an open ground on Laurel's contact inside, and I thought, okay, well, it might be an open ground from the shore power, but no, we started the generator. Nice unit, 3500, nice generator, start the thing up, overloads. Okay, so I had to disconnect shore power in order to make the generator work. Transfer switch not working. Oh, but you were leaving for the weekend. So as we're done with this generator, I got to remind you, for people who stuck this long, 2023, we're in 2023. You're leaving for the weekend. So, well, that's your choice. All right, so you'll come back, because that's another thing that you're going to see. Somebody glued this back together. See this shitty job? Oh, yeah, right, it's a Tiffin. Well, maybe it was done at Tiffin. If it was done at Tiffin, let me show you this. So I don't know how you feel about this, but if that's how it's been fixed at Tiffin, water will go in there. There's no issue there. So there was an issue. So something happened again. But you're good, you're fine, you're so smart, you're gonna leave today and you'll come back for the next couple of months. So it's all those little things. It's the thermostat, the other little gizmo, because this has a special unit also that runs on diesel. So there's no propane on this. It's all 12 volt generated solar. So there's a lot of systems. So if you think you're leaving and you're going for your weekend, I hope your weekend is next Friday. Just saying. So that was my outside. There was nothing. I still am wondering about the water. Well, we'll have to do a little bit of research. There might be, I've had this water issue coming down here. And I think probably what happened is it's one of those Tiffin Even if it's in a little Wayfarer, they might have put a pipe from the AC to drip down like they put on some of the big Class A's. So that's about it. Everything looked kosher inside. Brand new engine, Mercedes. Let's go see what Laurel has to show us if she found something.
Wow, am I lucky. I can just say this has been one of the nicest units for me on the inside. Still, there are things that would have held you up if you came for your PDI and thought you were leaving. In the meantime, let me tell you what it is. So first of all, the Air Excel thermostat, it stays at 79. It's off now, so don't need to show you that. We turned it off. And there is a tiny little dent right here in the freezer. Also, in the back, in the bathroom, they have a beautiful countertop, but right here on the edge, it is broken. Right here. You can see all this. It's got a huge chip that's taken right out of it. Right there. So other than that, pretty much that was it. Yes, the freezer was a teeny bit dirty. Not bad. This thing is clean. It's beautiful. I think our customers are going to have a blast going across the country in this. So remember, and do never forget, it's not about the destination. It's all about the journey.